All
Okay.
right. Another successful day in Hawaii Name.
Yep.
What we did? What we did?
We sold food
That's right.
and we almost sold out.
Baked shoyu chicken is a killer. That's the
And
one.
then now with sauce. But
With sauce.
next week, we're going to make hamburger steak burgers, right?
Oh! Yes, sir.
I don't know when next week. I got to look at our
Bro, see now,
I gotta look at our
we're going
calendar.
back to that again.
I got to look at our calendar.
You're straight up like a drug dealer, man.
I don't
You
know.
make good food for people, and you give them a lick and a promise.
Well, people were
Look,
asking
there
for
you
your
go.
balls. And then today's the first day I don't make spam musubis.
And all of a sudden,
The first
First guy.
customer. You don't have spam musubis. Boy. And then they're asking for cookies. And I'm like, I didn't make cookies yet. Because I'm tired by the time we get home.
yeah.
And we
Well,
haven't had a...
then why did you get us addicted?
What do you mean?
What you mean? What I mean?
It's just
Why did you
cookies.
decide to get us addicted
It's just cookies.
if you're just gonna tease us?
People can
with
get cookies
crazy good
anywhere.
stuff?
If they're craving cookies, they can get cookies.
Yeah, but not your cookies. They gotta come to you for your cookies. Bruh,
Anyway, you know what this guy just did?
what I did?
He just
I
ordered
do?
a cup that says Aiko on it.
Yeah.
That's
She didn't believe that there was a thing called Icon Nutrition.
There's no because
And I proved it to her. I went on Google and I looked up Icon Nutrition and boom, just like that. And then found the cup, Ico. And it has all the nutritional facts on there.
yeah, which is so stupid.
See? Fucks with me.
And so I told him,
You owe me now. You owe me.
No, so I said,
What's up?
you
Gotta go.
really gonna walk around with a cup that says Aiko?
Yep.
And he goes, yeah, why not? I said, because usually people get cups with their name
I know
on
my name.
it. Look, just like,
I know my name.
I know you know your name, but it's just, people don't usually.
But I'm your biggest fan.
So you're gonna be walking around with it. They're gonna be like, what's your cup say?
Whoa.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
See,
See, that's
there
what
you
I
go.
mean. See, about fucking around. That's what I'm talking about. That right there. That right there proved my point.
No.
And then he cut himself and now he come back in his league.
Ah.
See that?
See, this
That
is the
right there
struggle.
proved my point right there.
It doesn't
That's what
prove
I'm
your
talking
point.
about.
It doesn't prove your point.
It does prove my point.
Because when I touch you, there's nobody next to you.
Because
like right
anything
here.
can happen at any given
There's
moment.
nobody here.
We're on the road. There's
There's
cars
nobody
all over
here.
the place.
All the way over there.
Bruh, that guy was right there.
I didn't touch you,
He
did
come
I?
up and, yeah, but had you been fucking around,
Had I touched you, but I
the point
didn't.
is,
No.
as a CDL driver,
Point
you have to
is-
look at all the hazards on the road.
The
And good
point
thing I'm an
is-
alert CDL driver. Or we would have been in an accident right now. That guy knew he was wrong.
You don't have to be a CDL driver to see that he was cutting in your lane.
No, not just cutting. He was like reckless.
I know that. I see it.
See?
But when I touch you, there's no
Yes.
cars around.
You
Because
don't know.
I
Bruh,
do
you
know
touch-
that because I'm
you
looking.
touch me all the time, anytime.
Not like this.
Bruh,
See?
just gotta like
Next excuse.
chill.
Next excuse.
Well, I'm over there like that. Can't even see. The next thing you know, bing. Answer. Good. So, are you willing to be on record
Yes.
to accept full responsibility
Yes.
if an accident ever occurs at a point where you was partly to blame because you was the one fucking around with me while I was
Touch
driving?
you.
Yes.
Okay.
No. Just answer the question.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you willing to take full responsibility when you fucking around with me when you're driving?
Well, see, when I'm driving, it's because I know what I'm doing. I'm
see?
watching all the hazards.
See, you see that? So you should be watching all the hazards when I touch you.
I try to. But hard when I say like this, my eyes closed like this, and I, because the thing ookies.
Well, you're like, ugh. The same thing. See? Just naughty. Just naughty.
You naughty.
No.
I
See,
don't
there's
know.
your sign. Rent me starting at $19.99. I'm gonna make you a shirt.
Rent me.
Rent me.
Yeah.
$19.99.
Yeah.
But you can't rent him unless I'm there.
Oh boy, here the guy go. He's going back in the other lane again,
Because he's scared of you.
bro.
People make
Idiot.
mistakes all the time. You've done that to people accidentally. See? But you never know who that is, like nowadays. You could have a gun, you know,
Yeah.
and then just pew pew.
Pew pew.
Okay,
All right, what's up?
so what do y'all do when y'all are irritated at the other half? Or you not?
What?
Or you not
Are
like?
you irritated against me right
no,
now?
no,
Why you say that?
not right now. No,
Bro.
because it's a thing, like, you know
a
what I
thing?
mean? Because so like we're usually like really in sync, right? Like with our 10 and all that too.
Right.
But he's like, as soon as I say, okay, let's start to pack up, he's like, all right, let's go. but
How else you gonna get the job done?
no, but
You gotta
you're
move.
like
gotta-
halfway.
Shuffle your feet.
No, but you're like halfway in the truck. So he's taking, okay, we have plates, we have our pans of food, right? And we have the rice pot.
So are you saying you was
Forks.
irritated at me when I was trying to pack up and leave today? Is that what you say? That's what you say?
There was a moment.
Bro.
It was a moment.
But you held that in all the way till you made the video.
I didn't hold
That's what you did.
it. You went to Costco. I didn't hold it.
What you mean? Bro. Bro.
You went to Costco, or did you send me to Costco?
You at Costco.
You sent me to Costco.
I never said it. You at the Costco.
No, I didn't say it.
You gotta
said
be you gotta be on the inside to know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, because so this
You
is
know you're
how.
irritated.
No, listen, you said Costco.
When
When
now?
we were packing up.
Oh. No, I said
Because
Costco was or something. Then.
yeah,
That's it.
exactly. Because
What is your loving?
like I'm saying, right? So in order to pack up and pack the car, so now I tell him, okay, we're packing up, but chill. Wait till I tell you I'm ready. Because he'll put my forks away, he'll put my bags away, you know, my plastic bags. He'll put stuff that I still need to pack. And I'm like, wait, where is this? He goes, I put it in the car already. I'm like, okay, you need to stop doing that because I can't take our food and put it away, you know. And so I have to pack, like if we have extra food, I usually try to pack them individually. Like today we went to Walmart after work, and there was a houseless guy there, and I gave him, you know, his own plate, and I told him it's fresh.
I don't
just
like it,
eat
but he went
He was
open them up
before we
and
left.
then he was slamming
Yeah,
them.
he was eating. And you know what? I
That's
felt
slamming.
bad after. I should have asked him if he wanted something to drink because we had the cooler. But
Mm.
you know, but so this is the kind of stuff that, you know, I save the food for, or we bless people with it and stuff. So I have a system, you know. But he's like, he wants to get everything washed and stuff. So I was packing up. Oh, rice. You said we're
Yeah.
gonna save rice for tonight, right? And I said, oh yeah, we can. So he goes, oh, but I already took the rice paddle and stuff away. I said, it's okay, I got you. So I
Yeah,
had
that was pretty good, the kind though.
the
What you
plastic
did.
ghettoing.
Yeah, how you can get all that?
But then the wind was so strong that it wasn't working the way the way it should have been. But when I went to get it, and I said, okay, I'm gonna put rice in a container. That's when you said, I'm trying to get us out of here. And I'm like, what? You told me to take rice home. Like
Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
what do you mean?
Like that? Exactly what I mean.
So that's
exactly
why
what I
that's
mean.
why you went to Costco.
That's exactly what I mean.
That's why you went to Costco.
I went to Costco. All right.
Or you sent me there.
You in there by yourself.
I didn't go by myself. You kicked me out and said, get the fuck out and go.
Get to Costco every year.
So yeah, I mean, like, you know, it's I'm scared to touch it.
That's it.
Don't scare me like that.
That's it.
But so, like, what are some techniques that, you know, people use? I wonder, because, like, you know, they have the typical, like, timeout. You know,
Yeah.
they'll leave the house. You know, I'll be back later, and who
That don't
knows what
work.
they do when they leave the
Yeah.
house, right? Because if you leave the house and you're angry or heated, then you're gonna do something that you might regret, or
Right.
you know what I mean, in the heat of the moment.
But shit might happen.
Yeah.
Walk across the
then-
street, get hit by a pork
Yeah,
chop.
and then that's the last thing you know is that you guys argue,
And
right?
you're just arguing because you're telling me I'm fat and I keep it close to my diet. So 6 months I wait to drop my weight. I'm all tip top shape, and then I walk across the street, get hit by a pork chop.
No, I mean that could really happen, yes. But
Hey, now that we get a visa, we can get fish.
what did I say?
Yeah, no, but
We have to.
I know, but can we just have something?
You talking about poke,
Yeah.
which is like, by the time we're done, like $60 easily.
Well, we get points for that.
But we never use them. Look, and he's going. He's going, and I just said we have to ration our money.
We will. We are.
We haven't even shopped for ourselves yet.
Yeah, I know, but we have enough to be able to get something.
And then now we're gonna have to stop the video. Okay,
What is your
you're only
logo?
gonna get one.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And we can share it tonight. But see, you wanted to make your chicken thing.
Yeah, and I will do that. Just that I like fish in my diet, so I can eat better. 47 love you forever.
That's why we were shopping at Costco and we were buying salmon and ahi and stuff like that.
Right.
You know.
And that's why we're going to Second Save, because we're buying poke. We go tell me no.
See, that's the problem.
What that?
You tell everybody she handles the money,
Mm-hmm.
but then even when I tell you no, you're gonna turn in anyway. You're gonna go. So what's the point? Right? What's the point?
The point is, I'm hungry for fish.
See?
I love fish.
But for the same amount of money that I'll challenge you.
What that?
Okay, we're gonna figure out how much this is today.
Mm-hmm.
And for the same amount of one serving of poke, I'm gonna feed us like 3 times if I shop somewhere else, and it's gonna be fish.
Yeah. Okay, so I won't pay this.
See, even more so. How am I gonna pay this? You got money?
But I'm a gold digger. And, you know, I'm expensive.
And what do I get? I mean, like, what do I get? I don't take that. You're supposed to say, "Look at me." That's what they say.
Look at me. Look at
Look
me.
at me. You get to be in my presence. That's what they say.
See, that's right. I am the table. I bring my lipstick and my lip gloss, and I'm good.
In your little tiny purse.
Yeah.
It looks like a wallet,
Yes.
and that's all
Excuse
you
me,
have
I'm
in
waiting
there.
for my money so
See?
I can go.
So what? You're gonna go get it, and I'm gonna stay and talk.
Up to you. That's what you said.
See,
I just wanted what you said.
see.
No,
What?
the get a visa.
Oh,
Hello. Thank you.
one.
Same.
Let's see if he
Is
can
it
do it.
same?
My thing. Stop. Do you know what it is? Listen.
Okay, let's
Do
see.
you not know what that is?
No, I don't.
I'm trying
Hold
to
on,
tell
hold on.
him my PIN
Cold,
number
cold, cold.
without showing it in the video.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yes. You know what that is, right?
No.
I'll tell you later.
What?
Don't erase it now.
I'll be right back.
Aren't you gonna take it? Because you're gonna forget?
No.
Okay.
I seen it. I seen it.
Ah, okay.
Okay. All right. I'll
Let's
be
see if
right
he
back.
can. Let's see if he can do it. Nothing else. No zooms and whatever. Let's see if he can do it. I don't know if he can do it. And he didn't close the door good. So, as you can see, my husband is also very stubborn. He loves fish, which I'm glad because it's really healthy and that's what we need to eat is more fish and less meat because he is a real meat eater and so he could have steak like every night, but that's not good for him. So we try to eat more fish. But you know, poke, it's delicious, but it's expensive, right? And there's times where he just wants to like bless everybody with poke. So he gets this one for so and so, this one for my kids and all that. And by the time we're done, our bill is like $60 something. So we're trying to ration our money. We have a budget, and I calculated the budget. I divided it by 4 for the 4 weeks, and then I think it was supposed to be $237 a week, which I can totally do with groceries. When you add poke and stuff, I think I need to like give him his own, like, this is what you can do with, you know, all your special foods and stuff. But then maybe he'll follow that. But it doesn't matter because we both have big hearts. And so we always do this. And he tells everybody, my wife is the manager of all our money. But like I said, that doesn't do any justice because he'll just look at me and he'll tell me, baby, can I have this? And I'm like, oh my God. Like, he sounds so sad, you know? And part of the reason why I can't say no is because, you know, he spent so much time in prison that now that he's out and he's actually enjoying life for the first time, like, you know, I want him to have all these extra things. And so I'm terrible at telling him no. But, you know, somehow we make it work. So yesterday, I don't know what he was watching, but yesterday, I think it was on YouTube, and he commented on this lady's thing that said she was doing like a vlog too, I think, and she said this scripture came into her head, and it was faith without works is dead. So we always live by that, and for a while we wasn't selling food because, you know, our dog got sick in December, my husband had a stroke in January. And it's just been one thing after another. And then I was in the hospital for a little while with seizure issues. And then, you know, we had muscle testing and stuff like that for me. And I was diagnosed with myotonia. And I've been having like big issues with that. And so we used to sell food every day, Monday through Friday. Sometimes, I mean, like holidays, we were always out there. Raining, thunderstorm, we were out there. And so we don't make a lot of money selling food, but we made enough to make it the next day. We made enough to fill gas in the truck. You know, we made enough to get a little bit extra, whatever. And we had been home for so long without doing anything, and we were kind of hitting rock bottom. You know, the struggle was real. But it was, you know, he's not supposed to be doing a lot of physical work. He has to watch his blood pressure, and I just wanted to make sure the 6-month mark when they go back in to check his stent, I just wanted to make sure that he was okay, but he's not patient enough for that. So he's already, working on the land, and he's doing all kinds of stuff that he probably shouldn't be doing. But I've been spot checking his blood pressure, and he's been taking his meds. He's, really good about stuff now. So, and we've kind of got off our diet a little bit. I was really good at making like a scoop of brown rice and salad every night, and when we got snacks, and then it was like healthier food, not so much meat and pork, but like chicken and fish a lot, and he was doing really well with that. And then it's more work, I think, it's tedious work on me, because if we were hungry for something, I'd have to cut an apple, slice it up. And I try to make food pretty for him so that it's fun to eat. And he always says it's like a party in his mouth, So I try to make it enjoyable. And we were doing really good. But, then we had bills come up, and the bills were getting kind of backed up. And so we said, one day I was like, you know what? That scripture came into my head. And I said, faith without works is dead. We can't just sit at home and think that God is going to take care of us and we don't have to do anything. So I told him, I said, you know what? We have to go back to selling food. We don't have to go every day because we're really busy now with other stuff. But I said, we got to do something, because I can't just sit at home and just rely on, when people pay us for paralegal work or, whatever. So we started going back. This is our second or third week, and we just, like I said, just go back a couple times a week. And it was really nice because our truckers missed us, and it's really nice to see the relationships that we've made. And our type of selling food is different. We don't have a food truck. We just pop up our tent, and so we put our tables out. We have our heaters and all that. And our place is different because when they come, like, so today we had rice, shoyu chicken, corn, and salad. But a couple of our truckers said, can I just get rice and rice and chicken? So, that's the difference with our style.
See?
That we can give
Only one.
This is what
One
he
item.
came back with. This is what he came back with. That's it.
Dried aku
Oh,
poke.
this is the good one.
Yeah.
It's dry wet.
Dry wet.
I don't know what it's called.
Dried aku poke.
But I was talking about how our...
You know what's going up? Aku was the fish. Never
Yeah,
did
now
hear
it's-
like ahi.
Yeah, now it's ahi.
But I like aku.
So I was talking about you.
Uh-oh.
No, I was talking about... I was talking about you. I was talking about you, but... I was talking about... There was a couple that went in... came
Yeah.
out too. But I was talking about how our food business is different from others. How we sell food,
Yeah.
and how we run things.
All these.
And people really appreciate it. Like today, I forget his name, but
The
Joshua, was it? Yeah.
okay, I'm trying to back
one
up,
that you-
but this guy just gotta be coming now.
The one that you was teasing about. But
Wow.
everybody, this is like a known fact. When you're trying to back up, everybody will walk behind you, especially because we have a big truck. But yeah, so I was telling them about like how we had rice, shoyu chicken, corn, and salad, but some
Right.
people just wanted rice and chicken, and we're okay with that,
Right.
right? And like you go to the food trucks, and if you want to like special cater your plate, they're gonna charge you extra for it, you
Yeah.
know. And for us, it's like that's fine, whatever you want. And then like they're able to ask us, oh, can I get like a little bit more, of this? Because they're not looking up at a food truck window. They're looking with us at the table. So,
Mm.
so, they are able to say, oh, can I get more corn, or can I get, this?
Yep.
And we'll, yeah,
Six
sure.
for 3, baby, love you.
And we tell him, as long as it fits,
Yep.
he can have it.
As long as it fit, I can have them.
Bruh. It fits, trust me. But, boy, it's kind of salty. But that's our motto. And I love the way that we run our food tip. Because
We take care of people.
and our customers sit down and they talk story with us. And
7 for
sometimes,
3, baby, love you.
bruh, sometimes they'll buy a soda and just sit down. And
Talk story.
before they leave, he's like, hey, you want another
this is
soda?
the other day. The guy, he only came for talk about how his wife cheated on
Yeah.
him.
He
And then
didn't buy
another
nothing.
guy.
He didn't buy nothing. Sometimes people do that. They just come.
That's why.
On their
That's
breaks.
why it's good what you said. It's the vortex.
Yeah. We've had a lot of people, and I'm glad that we can do that.
Yep.
Because the truckers work hard.
It's good, Steel.
Ooh.
What is it?
Bro, I don't know, but you don't need to stop.
No, I don't know if up there was over. Oh wait.
He's probably doing something over there. But, yeah. So I love the way we do our food. So when we first started, we were thinking of working our way up to the lights been green for like 5 seconds. We were working our way up to get a food truck,
Wow.
but we don't want
Oh,
one
it's
now.
making that turn up. How chemo is that?
But we don't want a food truck now, right?
Nope.
Even if we got one free, I don't think I would
wouldn't,
want a
no.
food truck because
Because I'm having fun interacting with
Yeah.
people on a regular, like right
Yeah.
here, face to face, kind of moment.
and a lot of the relationships that we made with our truckers, those are the ones that's helping us now.
Yep.
And you get a lot of favors, I guess, that I got this extra so I can help you out, and then you help people out, and
Mhm.
so it's a good relationship. This is a big piece. This is really wet. The aku.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
This is really wet.
Oh, it's just good stuff. That's why I like eat fish. I eat plenty of fish. Last time I was in, I said, "Boy, next time I get out, boy, I'm gonna eat fish all the time."
So you gonna give up your steaks?
Nope.
See? But I was telling them too that we're eating brown rice and salad every night
Mm-hmm.
and fish. And our snacks were like fruits, stuff like that.
Well, I was
Granolas.
eating like dry fish and dry taco and
Yeah, just not like as much because so he's supposed to be watching his salt, which this is high in salt. It's fish, but it's high in salt, right? So you shouldn't have it like every
fish
day,
is
all
not high
day.
in salt.
The sauce is really you taste it. So the sodium in that is high.
Sauce. Oh, talk about sauce. You put the sauce on the chicken today, but
Yeah. But we got to get back to the healthier eating. Like this kind of stuff is okay for like a treat. But we've been doing a lot of work and we've been tired. And because we're on the road so much, like I used to make
see, I balance and
Ghetto
everything
meals.
else. See? Look me, I'm balanced. Okay, 179,
I don't
197.
think so.
Oh, I'm balanced. Try.
You know what you're doing? Try. You know what you're balancing on? Your stomach. That's what you're balancing on.
What? Did you just call me fat?
Me? No.
I'm telling you.
Really? It's you know what? It's funny when
Enough for you already.
When
No,
people
there's
say-
no more.
when people say, Oh my God, did you just call me fat? Like you didn't know? Like somebody has to tell you you're fat? And being fat
I'm
is
fat.
okay, you know?
I'm
Like-
happy. I'm fat and happy.
Do you want me to close that for you? He's
heard
like,
it?
don't touch my fish.
Stop my fish. Be banned from my fish.
I'm not banned from your
The
fish.
ban.
No. You're not gonna share your fish with me.
No, my mom said it's my fish. I don't have to share with nobody.
I'm gonna share your fish with me.
All right.
See? And so, okay, so what are we doing? He wants to go home and he wants to take the soy chicken and he wants to
Mm-hmm. First thing.
dip it in panko, flour, egg.
Oh, we gotta get
panko.
egg, yeah?
I have egg,
Oh, we get. You sure we get leftover egg?
yes. Flour, egg, and panko,
And we get bunko, eh?
yes,
Oh, it's good then.
yes.
Okay.
So,
But why are you giving me heat? Then I was talking about doing it.
because I said I wanted to go, we can go home and rest tonight
Yeah, we
and
can
finish
rest.
up the paperwork.
We can rest after we stuff our face.
No, but then you added we'll make for
Gee.
everybody and you want to have this big family dinner on the Aina, but Keegan can't eat it because it's fried. I don't know if Angel will eat it. So then you're going to get all like
Yeah.
disappointed because you're going to be like, oh.
You know, one
there's-
day, Angel will find herself starving.
She's,
She's gonna starve. Mama always taught us,
well,
okay, don't be particular about your food.
okay, but there's a lot of things that you don't like,
Uh-huh.
right? So it's the same thing because you know what the difference is? If
I have
she
a job, I
was-
work for my money.
No, but if she was
I have a job, I work for my money.
Listen, if she was saying, I don't like that, you have to make me something else, then I would have a problem with it.
Right.
But if she doesn't like it, she's like, no, I don't like that. She'll go make herself something that she likes. So
Right.
to me, it's like, what's the problem, right?
Yeah, yeah.
She's not bothering anybody, so just who cares what she doesn't like?
Oh, I know.
So,
But I just, you know what, when I was growing up, my mother always frowned upon, the kids that was always particular.
oh, I get that. I had to eat what my mom cooked me. But also, that was before I turned 18. You know what I mean? They're adults. They can eat whatever the fuck they want now.
Yeah.
And if they don't like it, then they don't like it, you know? So that's a difference to me, too.
And when those ships stop coming, they don't
Then
realize
when
the
they're
reality
forced
of the
to,
world.
then I'm sure they will adapt. But that's not something that I'm choosing to
I'm gonna be like, nah, you said you
harp
don't like
on
this
right
guy.
now. See, that's the difference. Like, I'm not choosing to harp on it. And when time comes, they're going to have to figure it out. Right? It's not my
Right.
problem to figure it out.
Well,
And but I don't
No,
have to.
I'm just gonna remind them. Remember when you
That's
said
the
never like
point,
this?
though. That's the point. For what? Right? For what? Because that's like getting revenge or holding
Oh,
grudges, and we're just
no.
talking about holding grudges.
Honoring their wishes. Remember when you told me you
But
don't eat
you
this?
don't have to point it out to people. Just accept them the way they are, because you
But
don't like people
I am.
pointing it out to you.
No, I'm gonna accept them as they are. I'm
Yeah,
gonna respect their wishes.
But
that
you
they
don't like
eating it.
people pointing out, oh, look, I'm 2 cops. I wonder if they came from our house, our neighbor's house.
Neighbors.
3 cops.
Oh wow.
Ooh, it's a 3-copper. Might have had
That's
some
not-
action.
That's small.
No, but you know what I'm saying? You don't like when people point out stuff to you from the past. So why would you want to
I'm
intentionally
not pointing it out to them. I'm just simply honoring their wishes.
But you don't have to say anything. That's the point.
I gotta respond. If they're gonna talk to me, I'm not gonna say nothing.
No, but why would they suddenly okay, the ship stopped coming. Now they got to eat stuff they don't like. They're
Right.
just going to do it. They're not going to say, remember when you told me? You know what I mean? So if they're not saying anything, then why do you have to make a
Are we
point?
parking or?
Well, you want to make chicken.
Mhm.
So I guess.
Okay. I guess.
I guess. Is that Mrs. Chow? Oh no, that's the other new cow.
No, that's okay. It's cool. All right. Guess what? We're home.
We're home. We're gonna make
I
some
wonder where
kind of
that cow come
chicken. Probably. I don't know. The kind of have been having A lot. I think they're selling stuff again. That's why. Yeah, they've
Mm.
been having a lot of
Yeah.
other people.
I love our
So
family.
we're gonna make some kind of chicken, and
I love our family, our extended family, the Caillos that we live upstairs of.
oh, he was driving.
I love our family. They're the bomb.
Yeah. They're
Especially we
nice.
get to watch it. We get to watch Boom and Eli grow up.
Yeah,
It's going
they're
to.
literally like growing up in front of us.
Yeah.
Like the older kids, you know, I didn't know them when they were little, like Eli and stuff, you
Yeah.
know. But and then and Kobe was in her stomach when you were in Halawa, so it's like, wow,
Look
we get
him
to
now.
see
He's
them.
running around.
Yeah,
He getting ready to take Dad's car and go cruising. All right,
yeah.
let's go. Love, peace, and happiness, y'all.
All right.
We're out of here.